Good morning, everyone. Welcome to day 109, I believe it is, on the Appalachian Trail. It is Thursday morning, about 6:30. Made it to the shelter last night. So, like I had said in a previous video, yesterday made it into Duncannon. I don't know what it was, guys. I got into town. The only places to stay is the Doyle Hotel, which kind of an older hotel, a little pricey. There's a hostel, but the hostel, I guess the AC's broke in the bunkhouse. And then there's a church that offers hikers to stay donation-based in the basement, but you basically sleep on your own mat. I mean, granted, it's nice, you're out of the elements. They have a kitchen, you can cook food if you go buy some, but there wasn't a grocery store or anything anywhere nearby. So I went to the laundromat and did laundry. I noticed when I got to the laundromat, I was the only one there. So I was able, they didn't even have a bathroom in there, so I was changing my clothes out. There's some town clothes I have, and got my laundry started. A few people started to come in, and I'm a friendly person, so I was like, hey, how you doing? Every one of them looked at me like I was speaking a foreign language. Nobody really talked. As soon as I'd gotten into town, like I had this weird vibe. I still can't figure it out, but I did laundry, ended up going to the church, went down into the church basement. I was going to recharge some stuff because they had some charging stations, and there's a few people in there. Only one of them I had seen before. He worked at one of the hostels back in Virginia, I believe. The rest, I don't know. There was two ladies that they had, their hiking stuff. But they were sleeping. It was like 1:30 in the afternoon, maybe 2, and they were sleeping. Some younger kid was in there watching videos. Nobody talked to anyone. It was odd. I tried saying hi to him, but then this lady and guy showed up. A kid, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm a through hiker. I can stay here, right?" He didn't have any gear with him at all. He had a HP laptop backpack. I don't know. I just didn't seem good. I wasn't gonna leave any of my stuff around because, I guess I have trust issues. But I just didn't get a good vibe at all. And I was talking to a friend of mine, and she was like, listen, if you don't feel like you got a good vibe, maybe you should think about heading out. So I did. Problem was, by the time I finished charging up some of the stuff, I didn't even get it fully charged, and started heading, towards the outskirts of town. Town wrapped around. You had to cross 2 different bridges to get over 2 different rivers. Got over one of them, and after I got over that one, sorry, I hit the wrong button. I got over the one bridge, and then the storm was coming. So there was a gas station, the Sheets right there. So I went in, and I asked the manager, is it okay if I bring my bag in? I didn't want to leave it out because it was exposed. She was like, yeah. So got a little bite to eat. They have charging areas and a little seating area for you to eat in. So hung out there, let the storm pass, talked to my parents. Anyway, ended up getting back up, on trail, and got up to this shelter that you see behind me. It's not bad. That's all covered. Nice big covered deck. It's a two-decker, double-decker. I was the only one in here, so there's my stuff over in the corner. So it wasn't bad. I didn't get in until after 9, so it was dark. But so I ended up doing a little night hiking. Path definitely was getting rockier. So anyway, the funny thing about this shelter is I had read that other hikers had commented that you hear a scraping noise underneath the shelter. I guess they have, the people who maintain the shelters, they sometimes leave tools and stuff here where there's a metal ladder. Well, the scraping noise is a porcupine. So sure as hell last night, it starts raining again, and I hear that god-awful scraping sound, and so I guess the porcupine's still around. I didn't go looking for him because it was pouring rain out, and he's minding his business, I'm minding mine. So anyway, we're gonna get everything packed up here and get ready to head out down the trail. Not really sure what to expect terrain-wise. There's some ridge walking, and then I'm going to be going down. Then it goes right back up a little bit. Some more ridge walking. I'm going to try to make it. There's an area. There's one area I'd like to make it to, and it's not really. It's a hostel, but it's not really a hostel. You basically tent, but they have snacks, resupplies. It looks like a really cool area that you can relax in. It's 25 miles almost away though, so I doubt I'm gonna make that today. I don't know, we'll see. Depends how the weather is. It's a little cooler out this morning. That rain that came through kind of cooled things off a little bit. And I remember watching the weather report that said it was gonna do that, so that's nice. I got to pay attention to water because there are some stretches. I think there's a water source here, but it's like 300 steps down to get to the spring. I've got enough water to last me till the next one, about 6 miles away. So if I don't make it to that other place, a little bit before it is a camping spot next to a nice creek. So that's probably where we'll go to set up our tent tonight. Trying to make a good push. I got to get to Port Clinton and Hamburg by Sunday. My parents are going to come, and I'm going to get to see them again before they head out to, I believe, New York. So, and it's going to be my dad's birthday. So that'll be nice. I get to see my dad on his birthday. So yeah, that's our game plan. We got to keep pushing miles. I think I calculated out last night. I think for me to make it to Port Clinton, I got to do just under 15 miles a day till Sunday. So obviously I want to push to do a little bit more mileage. That way Sunday I roll into town a little bit earlier, so I have a little more time to spend with them. They got a hotel room, so that'll be nice. Gets the hotel done, and by then I'll probably have to do a small little resupply. Keep pushing forward, knocking out these miles, get Pennsylvania knocked out of the way. So anyway, guys, I hope everyone has a great Thursday, and I will see you here in a little bit. Good morning, everyone. Day 110 on the Appalachian Trail. We got into Pine Grove last night. Decided to get a room, take a shower, get out of the heat. A little overcast today. The hotel's right there. Stay at the Baymont. Right now we're fixing to go get some breakfast at McDonald's. There's a diner, but you got to walk underneath the interstate and all, and I'd rather just grab something quick and get back to the room. Decent room, not bad. I only stayed here because, it's a Wyndham hotel and I get points for that. So, that equals up to free rooms. So anyway, we're going to have to slow down a little bit. I'm supposed to be mom and dad on Sunday at Hamburg, which is also right by Port Clinton. That is only 25 miles away, and today's Friday, so happy Friday, everyone. Ready for the weekend, I'm sure. So we got yesterday. There was no views, there was nothing. It was just straight walking, so didn't get a whole lot of footage. It was really hot, definitely rocky. I got some rocky stuff coming up. The rest of Pennsylvania is going to be that way, I'm pretty sure. Haven't hit any of the real boulder fields yet, but I think that's coming up as I get out of Hamburg and Port Clinton. on Monday. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna come and grab some breakfast. Hopefully we'll see some stuff. Not sure exactly what the game plan is for today. I'm still trying to figure that out myself. So for now, we're just kind of winging it. It'd be nice to get a haircut. My hair's getting really bad, but didn't really see anywhere around here. Where the hotels are, it's a little bit of ways away from town. So maybe when I go and see mom and dad, I can find a place, although it's a Sunday, so I doubt anything's going to be open. But we'll see. Yeah, I don't know. Yesterday was just kind of a boring day. Wasn't really feeling it. Wasn't feeling the hike. Wasn't really feeling, it's just a weird day. One of those days you don't feel like doing much. I was tired. I've been putting in a lot of miles, so I was definitely exhausted. Didn't feel like doing a whole lot. Went and got some food last night when I got into town. I didn't get to the hotel till about 7:30 last night. So anyway, I'm gonna grab some breakfast, and I got a shuttle driver. He's gonna pick me up because it's about a good 6 miles, 5-6 miles back to the trail. So I'm gonna have the shuttle driver that grabbed me, gave me a ride yesterday. Awesome guy. Took me by the gas station. He was like, "You need to get a beer or anything?" I was like, "Nope, but I'll get a chocolate milk." So he was pretty cool. Told me he'd pick me up this morning. So I'm checking out late. I'm not gonna get started till about 11 today. So anyway, figured I'd enjoy the room a little bit longer, and took a shower, shaved. So good to go. But yeah, so hopefully we'll get to see some stuff today. Hopefully the rain holds off. I haven't checked the weather report yet. But it's definitely looking overcast, so it is what it is, right, guys? All right. Well, I will see y'all in a bit. Nice little view on Friday morning. As you see, it's definitely an overcast day. Yeah. The rocks. The rocks of Rocksylvania. They haven't been too bad in this area. I mean, I'm definitely getting up to the really crappy part. So I found this interesting when I was walking up. It's like somebody made their attempt, or did make, a wilderness shelter. I guess to block the rain. The elements, or they're practicing their survival skills. So the last gap I was walking through, we could cross the road, real shady dude sitting there with a backpack. First I thought he was a through hiker, but looking at the clothes he was wearing, he didn't look much like a through hiker to me. And so I just kind of nodded at him and kept going. You know, sometimes you just see shady people out here on the trail that are not part of the trail necessarily. Sometimes they're just transients. I haven't really had any issues with any of them, but sometimes you definitely get that vibe that you don't want to be around them either. So this is pretty much what the path's been like, all these rocks. So, yeah, so we're just keeping on moving. Up ahead is the 501 shelter. It's kind of like a little enclosed shed cabin thing. I know I was looking last night on Facebook, and when I was at the hotel, because I'm not far from 501, and I saw a few hikers were staying here that I knew. Shira had posted something. I know my buddy Frisbee was with him. He's been hiking along with them, so we're definitely getting closer to them. I'm not sure where they're headed or where they're going. The person that brought me back to the trail was telling me that up ahead It's like 7 miles up ahead. There's a water hole you can go swimming in. I looked on the map and it's, yeah, there used to be an old shelter right by it. I guess there's a side trail that goes to a watering hole. It's got a rope swing and you can camp over there. So I think that's what we might try to head towards. Like I said, it's about 7 miles away, maybe 6 by now. So we'll go check that out. Can't be putting in some of the crazy miles that I have been, just because right now I'm like 24 miles or so away from Port Clinton and Hamburg. 2 towns right there by each other. One's basically on opposite sides of the trail. And I'm meeting my parents. My parents got a hotel room at Hamburg. So we're gonna be staying there. It's got like one of the world's largest Cabela's there, which would be pretty cool. Go check that out. There's a Walmart, so I can grab a couple of things. I'm not gonna need a whole lot, but it looks like the stretch up ahead, it's not the easiest to go into town. It'll be a little hike, but the cool thing is, once I hit Port Clinton, I'm only like 77 miles, I think I told my mom, away from the Pennsylvania-New Jersey border at Delaware Water Gap, I think is what it's called. You'll cross the Delaware River and be in Jersey. So that's pretty cool. We're getting close to there. So I guess we're technically around 100 miles or so away. So next week we will be out of Pennsylvania, crossing another state off and hitting New Jersey. And in New Jersey, I've heard from multiple people, you can do deli hopping there to where you don't have to carry very much food, because pretty much every day you'll come across a deli right off the trail. I guess right off the trail. I haven't looked at the map. I'm gonna download it Sunday when I'm with my parents at the hotel so I can take a look at it. Just to see what it's looking like. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna keep moving on these crazy rocks. There's another hiker up ahead, and I'll see y'all in a bit. So yeah, as you can see, this is what we're hiking on today. Good old Roxylvania. Fun stuff, guys. Oh boy. All right, I'm gonna put this back up so I don't break you. I'll see y'all in a bit. There's a nice little view from up higher. This is what we've been walking through the whole time. And there's much more to go. You know, welcome to Roxylvania. You guys wondered why it was called Roxylvania? Now you officially know, because this is the path over all these boulders and rocks. Fun stuff. All right, see you guys in a bit. Man, I really wish I would have planned better. When I stopped at the shelter, I would have got extra water to carry out, because this would be an amazing spot to see a sunset. Sit right on these rocks. Oh, hold on, there is a blue blaze. There might be water because right up there was a tent spot. Yeah, let me see if it's got water. Whew. It's been rough today, guys. Pennsylvania has definitely gotten rocky. But look what I just found. 1,200 miles we have now officially hiked on the Appalachian Trail. 1,200 miles. How awesome is that? They even made a little AT sign. Holy cow. So, you know, that means we have less than 1,000 miles left. So, well over halfway. It's awesome. But it's been beautiful out today. You know, I stayed at the 501 shelter for a couple hours hanging out with some of the hikers I hadn't seen in months. Ran into my buddy Steve-O, aka Frisbee, Shira, Gatorbait, a bunch of them. So anyway, I headed out. They're staying there. They're slack packing into Port Clinton tomorrow. So I'm gonna come up here and got a little bit more to go. Hit this campsite. It's by the swimming hole, so we'll see. Like I said, beautiful. The weather's been beautiful, so nice little breeze today. Way different than it's been, so makes it easier on these rocks because it's been rocky. But all right, guys, catch up with you in a bit.